I'm going to start stripping some of these bits off, like the subframe and the foot pegs, to go and get those things powder coated and the other bits vapor blasted. Yeah, so I'm going to get to that quickly. I say quickly, it'll probably take a while. I'm going to get to that. Yeah. Upper piston, absolutely munched to bits there. I suspect that's something to do with a dead power valve. Loads of lateral movement on the big end. That's pretty normal. I've not worked on these before. I think up and down is alright, so it might be okay. This is clearly seen better days. That's probably going to need sending off. I'm going to go run the hone through it quickly and see how it comes out. I mean, it's more likely going to need to come apart. I'm probably going to have to strip this engine down completely. I didn't want to do that. I wanted to ideally just go over top end rebuild. As you can see, even trying to clean it, it's still well and truly caked on. I'm gonna go run the hone through this one, see what comes out like. Back in a mo. Well, it's definitely better, but there's still some scoring there. It's going to be sent away. I have a funny feeling that this has been steel lined. It doesn't look like what I would expect. I think that's steel lined. If anyone knows, please let me know. That'll come off easier. Not as bad as the first one. The cylinder doesn't look as bad either. Left to right, again, up and down, nothing really there, so that's not too bad then. Let's have a look inside of here. Yeah, that one's actually alright. I think these have been lined though. I'm gonna go run it through the hone, see what it cleans up like. It's cleaned up, but it's not great. There's still some markings. But yeah, I also think this has been steel lined. Just because it looks quite thick up here. That to me looks, yeah. It's pretty hard to see this, but whoever put these pistons in, those clips are not meant to sit in the hole. They're meant to sit there and there, not in the middle. So that, yeah, not good, but I think it's a good job of them taking this engine apart. So these looks to be original pistons because they say 3XV on the inside, 000. I'm not sure I can reuse that. I'm not sure I'd want to reuse that one. Same with this. This one actually isn't too bad. I could probably reuse that one. But what's the bets of being able to get hold of original pistons these days? Slim. This bearing, look at this. That one, that was not too bad. Feels very dry though. The rollers are all feel okay. The one with the really bad piston, the rollers on that one feel awful, and the gudgeon pin, it doesn't go in or out very smoothly at all. Loads of carbon on the inside. Yeah, not great. Some investigation required. I think I'm going to have to split these crankcases to get a closer look. And it's so fucking caked in crap, it makes sense to take it apart and get everything vapor blasted at this point. So I think that's what I'm going to do, and I can check the crank bearings. It's out, so I might as well check them. I'm hoping that the crank is good because I don't really want to drop $1,000 on a crank. But we'll see. It looks like it's been living in some sort of ditch. So, right, continue getting it apart. Drama continues. Cracking the crankcase. Notice that says 3XV02. That says 3XV00. That says 3XV00. I think the frame says 3XV00. 3XV00. Alright, couldn't find my puller, so I just popped down to a local bike shop, TPS Motorcycles, so shout out to them because they buzzed off the flywheel puller, the flywheel for me, free of charge. So hopefully we'll get this starter off and we'll be have the casing separated and have the crank out. So it should, there we go, we're off. Doesn't feel like there's any play on that one, not up and down anyway. Nothing really on that one either. It's all just side to side. See if we can get this this crank off. I wonder if it would just come out, just lift off. There we go. Oh, that's a bit noisy. Bit noisy. Yeah, we're going to want some new bearings now, aren't we? Great. Got one thrust washer there. Nothing on there. Nothing in there. It's not too bad. It's just going to need a bloody good clean. Well, I suppose I should strip it down completely and take it for blasting. I need to get this one repaired first. Get this one repaired. Looks like it's put together with silicone. And get a price on getting the crank bearings done. I think seal feels alright. Yeah. Probably need to pull these gears off as well. Well, fun and games. I think we'll call it there for this episode.